Welcome to the Do Whatever It Takes podcast. Conversations that help athletes maximize their potential on and off the field. From coaches, trainers, former teammates, athletic influencers, and business owners, we'll discuss their journey. I am your host, Savon Huggins. Let's do it.
Commitment. Part of mental toughness is for you to be committed to something beyond yourself. Commitment coincides and aligns with the Do It mission statement, which I've researched a lot because through my years in playing college football, through my experiences and being able to train professional athletes, the one thing I've seen in them all, despite their talent level, because the margins for error is so small, so they're all relatively talented, they're like unwavering commitment to it. Like if I'm in central New Jersey and they're in New York, they will find a way to be there in central New Jersey to get a workout in because it means that much to them. Because for them, whether they want to make the 53-man roster or they want to make a Pro Bowl or they want to win a Super Bowl, like their commitment level is on a whole different level where it doesn't matter what they have to do to get there. If that makes sense. So when I talk about commitment and we talk about championships and, high school athletes, I think a great example of it is when, you want to win a state championship in any sport. We won one at St. Peter Prep this past year. It is the level of commitment for the players to not allow BS to go on in the locker room. And the seniors, their level of commitment to be able to focus on the task at hand and practice on a Tuesday at 5:30 when the coach is teaching something that might show up in the game on Friday and Saturday night, is their commitment to be able to tell other players, you're not focused right now. Let's get back on task. And that level of commitment is what it takes to be a successful person. And the result might not always fall in your favor, but the core value of committing to something will always be there no matter what. So even if you lose, you're still committed to winning, that you have such a strong faith and such a strong commitment that you will go back to work the next day to get that goal again because you want to get to that place and you want to win the next year. So like being committed to something goes just beyond the now and being able to understand what that means. Commitment, making a commitment involves dedicating yourself to something. I think just clear cut, that's exactly what it aligns with what we just shared, is dedicating to yourself to something bigger than yourself. If you are committed to yourself, you're committed to, making a lot of money, or you want, nice jewelry, or you want that, that fancy car, or you want a certain, lifestyle. Like, to me, that commitment, a lot of that has to do with something you can't control, right? Instead of committing to tangible things, commit to the things that you can control, and that's, working hard, being a good person, being charismatic, a person of integrity, of honesty, respect. Like those core principles and values are what really internally makes the word commitment mean. And the other things will fall in line when you have and respect, accountability, integrity, and leadership. Like those core principles are what commitment is. Not, I want to win a championship, but how do you want to win a championship? How are we going to win a championship? What are we going to do to help us get there? And we're going to get there by leadership, holding people accountable, respecting, our peers, right? Like those things are what makes commitment something that will help somebody in the end result win, because you still need to be committed even if you lose. Right? So if your commitment is solely on winning a championship, but you don't have anything that goes beyond just the winning a championship, like what are the core principles of the program? Then when things go wrong, you will play the blame game because everybody just wants to win a championship, but nobody knows how to. And that's where the process comes in. And process and commitment are aligned with each other, because the commitment is what you are saying you're going to do. The process is what it takes for you to align with commitment to get to that end result. And that's how we were able to win a championship at St. Peter's Prep. And a lot of that had to do with the seniors' commitment to the team to hold guys accountable when it mattered most. And that's the thing that doesn't show up on a stat sheet. That's the thing that you can't, show physically. But on a Wednesday practice, you can talk about that in an interview after a game. People get so emotional because of the uncomfortable conversation they had to do to get to where they are now.
Thank you for listening to the Do Whatever It Takes podcast. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Team Do It. And log on to teamdowit.com to book your next training session or speaking engagement. Always remember to live in your purpose. Do it.